Shalom everyone, I'm Christiani, a student of the Holy Torah at SCTC Seminary. Dear ones, previously I learned in detail about the names of the parachute portions in the book of Bereshit, Genesis and their meanings. Now, in Sefer Torah, specifically the second book or section, Sefer Shemot, which is called the Book of Exodus in the English Bible, I wish to learn about the parachute, that is, the names of the portions and their meanings. Sefer Shemot or the Book of Exodus is divided into 11 parachute. Let us explore the name of each Parsha and its meaning in Hebrew. Here is the translation of the parachute names from Sefer Shemot, Exodus, along with their meanings in Hebrew. The first Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Shemot. In Hebrew, Shemot means names. This Parsha describes the Israelites' enslavement in Egypt, Moses' birth, his encounter with Elohim and Yahweh at the burning bush, and his confrontation with Pharaoh. Exodus chapter 1 verses to chapter 6 1 verses. The second Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Vayera. In Hebrew, Vayera means and I appeared. This Parsha describes Elohim reaffirmation of his covenant with Moses. The first seven plagues, blood, frogs, lice, wild beasts, pestilence, boils, hail, and Pharaoh's persistent refusal to free the Israelites. Exodus chapter 6 2 verses to chapter 9 35 verses. The third Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Bo. In Hebrew, Bo means come. This Parsha describes the final three plagues: locust, darkness, death of the firstborn, the institution of the Passover, and the Israelites. Exodus from Egypt after Pharaoh relents. Exodus chapter 10 verses to chapter 13 16 verses. The fourth Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Beshlah. In Hebrew, Beshlah means when he sent. This Parsha describes the Israelites' departure from Egypt, the parting of the Red Sea, the destruction of the Egyptian army, the song at the sea, and Elohim provision of manna and water in the wilderness. Exodus chapter 13 17 verses to chapter 17 16 verses. The fifth Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Yitro. In Hebrew, Yitro means Jethro. This Parsha describes Jethro's visit to Moses, his advice on establishing a judicial system, and the giving of the Ten Commandments at Mount Sinai. Exodus chapter 18 verses to chapter 20 23 verses. The sixth Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Mishpatim. In Hebrew, Mishpatim means laws. This Parsha describes a collection of civil, criminal, and ethical laws, including rules on slavery, damages, and justice, and concludes with the covenant's ratification and Moses' ascent to Mount Sinai. Exodus chapter 21 verses to chapter 24 18 verses. The seventh Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Terumah. In Hebrew, Terumah means offering. This Parsha describes Elohim instructions for building the tabernacle, including the ark, the menorah, the altar, and the collection of materials for its construction. Exodus chapter 25 1 verses 2, chapter 27 19 verses. The eighth Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Tetzaveh. In Hebrew, Tetzaveh means you shall command. This Parsha describes the creation of the priestly garments, the consecration of Aaron and his sons as priests, and the instructions for daily offerings and the incense altar. Exodus chapter 27 20 verses to chapter 30 10 verses. The ninth Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Ki Tisa. In Hebrew, Ki Tisa means when you take. This Parsha describes the census, the sin of the golden calf, Moses' intercession for the Israelites, the second set of tablets, and Elohim revelation of his attributes to Moses. Exodus chapter 30 11 verses to chapter 34 35 verses. The tenth Parsha in Sefer Shemot is Vayekel. In Hebrew, Vayekel means and he assembled. This parsha describes the gathering of materials for the tabernacle, the appointment of skilled craftsmen, and the construction of the tabernacle and its furnishings. Exodus chapter 35 1 verses 2, chapter 38 20 verses. The 11th parsha in Sefer Shemot is Pekudei. In Hebrew, Pekudei means accounts. This parsha describes the completion of the tabernacle, an inventory of its materials, the anointing of the tabernacle, and the filling of the tabernacle with Elohim presence. Exodus chapter 38 21 verses to chapter 40 38 verses. Dear friends, so far you have learned the names and meanings of the 11 parashot, weekly Torah portions of Sefer Shemot, the book of Exodus. Now, we will once again provide you with the remaining parashot of Torah. We believe this will be useful in your spiritual life. We request readers to note the differences in the pronunciation of the Torah parashot names in modern Hebrew, Ashkenazi Hebrew, European Jewish tradition, and Sephardic Hebrew, Spanish Jewish tradition. There may be some variations when coordinating these pronunciations with Telugu pronunciations, and we kindly ask you to take note of this. To learn more about the grammar of the parashot, subscribe to our channel for our next video. If you like this video, please like, share and share your feedback comments. Shalom to all in the name of Yahshua Messiah. Lehitraot. See you again. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe our channel. Please like, share, comment and don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications.